Hello Virgo, hope you guys are keeping well. We are going to get you a general reading done today. We're going to use the Animal Spirit Oracle to see what your animal energy is or what you maybe need to embrace. And we'll read it from the book just so you can get the full scope of the energy. And then we're going to use some tarot to see what else comes out for you today. So only take it if it resonates, Virgo. I hope you guys have been keeping well and thank you for spending your time here. Let's go ahead and see, Virgo, what is your animal spirit oracle for today at the time you're viewing this reading? What is the animal spirit oracle for Virgo? Wow, okay, we've got some earth energy here with the wolf. Beautiful. You're the first one to pick the wolf energy here. So I'm just going to pull it up from the deck here, the book, and I'll read it out to you there and see if anything kind of falls in line with the tarot after. So Virgo, the key words here are guardian of family and tribe, activism and ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, whether it's religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. When this energy is in balance, Virgo, it talks about being reliable, democratic, and fearless. When it's out of balance, it talks about being a bit judgmental or dominating. And to bring this energy into balance, it says practice letting go. Okay, so that's your animal spirit energy. There's a message for someone there. Maybe needing to, again, contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. So let's see what the tarot has to say and how this kind of falls in line with the wolf energy. Maybe you're the leader of your family. If you have children and a spouse, maybe you are the breadwinner or the one that kind of makes the decisions mostly, or the leader of the pack, really. And maybe there's some kickback in some areas here. Let's see. Virgo. What does Virgo need to know at the time they're viewing this reading, please? All right, Virgo, let's see what your tarot cards say for today. Your first card, wow, there you are, the Empress. Taurus, Libra energy. It's a major arcana, so right in line with taking a leadership role. Usually the Emperor would be the leader compared to the Empress. However, if you are in a feminine energy, this could make sense. You're somebody who creates, you are nurturing, you're very loving. People follow. Let's see. You have a very loving, look at all the orange too. Yeah, there's this energy of you being in charge. Hanged Man, Pisces energy, another major arcana. Okay, let's get your last tarot card and then we'll see what's at the bottom and top of the deck. All right, Virgo, Two of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, bottom of the deck, you've got Gemini, another major arcana with the Lovers card. And on the other end, you've got the King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Sorry if you can hear any hammering going on in the background. And we've got the Six of Swords, more Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So there is something that you're trying to move on from mentally. I feel like you're moving in a new direction, being mindful of what you carry with you mentally. Right off the bat, I do see you sitting in this Empress energy, very much so. Could be a mentor to others, but there's something that you create, whether it's children, whether you have children or you're somebody who's very creative, you're able to make things feel nice, make things feel like home. You have a very warm energy with the Empress, and I feel like it comes naturally to you. It's not forced. So you do have this leadership within you, but you do it in a way that's less domineering as the wolf, let's say, or less domineering as the emperor, less controlling perhaps. But there is still a level of needing children to fall in line with your ideas of what you want, right? If that's the case for a family situation, or there's just something here with you being the leader of the pack. Now, with the Hanged Man energy, this does talk about trying to see things from a different perspective, perhaps, right? Taking a pause to really review your role in this energy. And the Two of Swords does talk about indecision, being stuck at a crossroads, maybe not listening to your intuition, but there is some sort of enlightenment that happens and occurs when you do take a pause. But you do need to make a choice here. And this is also a choice with the Lovers card. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, masculine fire sign, or a Gemini or a Pisces. And I do see this energy of trying to move on from something here with the Six of Swords. Let's remember that we see this here. Maybe somebody has expressed to you, could be this King of Wands. Maybe they want to take the leadership role. Maybe they have different ideas of your position as the wolf. Maybe they are suggesting something to you here. We're going to go ahead and clarify all of this, Virgo. Let's see what the Empress card has to say for you today. Let's see. What is the Empress energy for Virgo? I feel like you're very confident. You're somebody, like I said, who really makes things feel comfortable for others. People look up to you. Maybe you have high expectations of your family members. Wow, there's the family, 10 of Cups. Yeah, you could very well be a parent. If not, you're somebody who creates happiness and abundance. Anything you touch really makes things feel comfortable, very, very loving, very joyful, very pleasing energy here. So I feel like you do show up here with this motherly, maternal instinct. Okay, there's something here about children I'm getting big time. If it's not children, it's just, you know, endeavors that you work on, things that you create. You birth new ideas, you birth experiences that make people feel very comfortable and warm. Now, I feel like you're very happy in this role. I feel like your family is also very happy if you have a family. They do enjoy the things that you do, whether it's, you know, taking the weekend to go out and do a family event or do something together. There is a lot of happiness and joy here, but there's something that is telling you to hold on, take a step back with the Hanged Man energy and review something, see something from someone else's perspective perhaps, or pull back your energy a little bit. Maybe you're feeling like you need to, I don't know, there's something here about perhaps being out of balance, being a little too dominating. What's this Hanged Man for Virgo, please? The Knight of Pentacles. I think it's something here. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There's something here that's moving very slowly, something that you're trying to grow. It's like an investment. It could be something in the material world, but I feel like you've maybe expressed something to someone in your family, perhaps a spouse. Maybe you feel like they're moving very slowly to see your side of things or to understand where you're coming from. Maybe you've made some sort of suggestions about creating something new with a family, maybe having a new child or something like this, or just changing the dynamic here. And I feel like, or it could be something as simple as disagreeing, let's say, on what your children's sports activities might be, or what you want to create for a business, things like that. Or if you want to take this relationship to the 10 of Cups, there's something here that's moving very slow. And I feel like you're trying to pause and see it from this person's perspective, but they seem a little nonchalant. They seem like they're not in a hurry. And they also are very strategic. I feel like they're maybe thinking about giving you an answer here, or it could be yourself debating on answering somebody about a question, because there is the Two of Swords here. This talks about being at a stalemate, having maybe a mental decision that's, you know, two people are disagreeing about, but the indecision is already a decision. It's basically no forward movement. So there's something here, and this is Libra energy, something here that needs to be decided. to stop ignoring the truth about something here. What is this Two of Swords? I feel like you're waiting on a message or a response from either a partner or a spouse, like a business partner or a spouse. There's something here you're trying to be patient and wait around for, but I feel like it's moving too slow for your liking, which is leaving you at a crossroads where you can't make a choice about something. What's the Two of Swords? Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're very independent. I feel like you're waiting on somebody to give you an answer on something, and I feel like you're used to doing things yourself. The Nine of Cups is Pisces energy. This is somebody who makes their own dreams come true. They make their own wishes come true. They're emotionally fulfilled on their own. This is a single energy. You're very, very proud of all the emotional success you've had, like whether it's job, you know, elevating your career, taking care of a household, but you take care of yourself here. And I feel like you've always been able to have success in your own life, but somebody is leaving you stuck where you have to kind of consult with them. And I feel like you don't want to do that, but you are trying to compromise here. You're trying to see things from their perspective, trying to see if they can work with you in some way here. And they're moving very slow. Could be a family member, okay? Yeah, I feel like this is a wish fulfillment as well. So it is something that it's going to go in your favor. But I feel like right now you can't make a decision because you don't have the full story, or you don't have an answer from this Knight of Pentacles, somebody who's taking their sweet time. They're very strategic, whoever you're dealing with. This is somebody who likes to kind of calculate before they say yes or no. Knight of Cups, there's the message. So I feel like you are going to get somebody is going to make a decision here to step forward, make a choice. I feel like they're offering you something sincerely. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy with the Knight of Cups. This person is going to offer you something from an emotional space, a decision that will be emotionally moving. I feel like it's directly related to this soulmate or love partnership. There's something here. Could even be an apology. This person may have come off a little bit forceful. They could have been a little bit fiery with you. This is somebody who also likes to create. They also like to, pardon me, King of Wands. They also like to take the lead. So there could have been a little bit of a bumping of heads. Maybe that's why there's that indecision. They're being a little bit stubborn. They're being a little bit difficult with giving you a response. But I do see them coming in sweetly, romantically, gently, from a heart-centered space. They are making a choice to come forward and give you an answer. And I feel like it's either an apology or an answer that is going to be in your favor. Let's see, what is the King of Wands here? I feel like the two of you are both perhaps wolf energy, and that can sometimes be difficult to navigate in a household. You maybe need to practice letting go of control to let this person step up a little bit more. Yeah, King of Swords. This person wants to be the one to have the final say. They want to be the one to, you know, make the decisions. The King of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is an authority figure. This is somebody who, when they speak, they want to be listened to. When they make a decision, they don't want to be second-guessed. And I feel like this person's transforming from this warm, fiery, excited energy to someone who's a little bit more cold and domineering. I feel like they're showing up in this King of Swords energy because they've, pardon me, made the decision that they want to take more so a leadership role here. They want to be the one in charge. The Fool. Yeah, they want a new beginning here. They want you to let go of control so that they can step up in a masculine energy in this relationship or in this partnership. So with the Fool, this is Aquarius, Aries energy. This is card number 0. This is talking about letting go of old patterns, old ways of doing something, and allowing yourself to do something in a new way. This is the very start of the tarot deck again. So this is a very interesting message here for you. Look at that. It's attached to the Two of Cups. This is a choice. Are you going to let go of the control, of the need to expect, you know, the family to wake up at a certain time, or the kids to take these kinds of extracurricular activities, or to, you know, put your life on Instagram or put your life out there as an influencer? There's something here that maybe the two of you disagree on. You've tried to see things from their perspective. You tried to pull back a little bit, but they've been a little bit slow with helping you move through something to make a decision on how to move forward. And I feel like they come in very sharp. They're very clear about what it is that they expect and what they are willing to do. And I feel like it may come in, you know, with this choice, it's talking about third energy here too. There's a third party, a third entity there that's flying in the background. It could be a lover, it could be work, it could be just extra people, family members that are getting in the way. Whatever it is, it's an outside influence that this person wants you to recognize, or you want them to recognize. And there's something here that is either going to be offered, a message, you know, to make that decision of moving forward and let's try something this way. They have an opinion that they want to share, or it's an apology, and maybe, you know, they want you to accept this apology and allow them to stand in this leadership role. Okay, and it's directly related to partnership, love perhaps, right? Yeah, Eight of Cups. There is this energy of them emotionally detaching. The Eight of Cups, okay, the Two Cups that make the Ten of Cups is missing in this photo. Here's the Two of Cups. So I feel like there's an emotional unsatisfaction in this partnership, and there's something about wanting to come back together, let go of the past, and let's try again. Let's try it differently. Let's try something my way. Yeah, give and take, equal give and take, reciprocity. So I feel like this is something, yeah, Ten of Swords, something has ended. There's this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, a cycle ending of doing something one way. Again, the wolf energy talks about being the guardian of the family and the tribe, talks about rituals, talks about family traditions. So I feel like there's something here with your mission. You uphold, you know, your family to certain standards. And I feel like there's a need to maybe allow a little bit of wiggle room for someone else to kind of take that lead as well. You could be coming off as a little bit judgmental or dominating if you're out of balance of the wolf energy. So if you find that you are in that energy, it's just telling you to practice letting go. That's that letting go. And allow this person to be the one who's fearless and reliable, right? And democratic. Like maybe you've always had to be that way. I feel like there's kind of an imbalance, right? With the Six of Pentacles, it can talk about one side giving more than the other. So Virgo, that's a pretty straightforward message. This person wants to be respected and heard. They want their opinion to be valued. They want to take the leadership role here, maybe the role of the wolf. So I hope that helped you. If it resonated, please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. You take care.